All right, guys, I am back and we are going to work on the toppers a little bit in this video. I have an idea and we're gonna see how viable it is, if that's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna show you how I strip cardboard, and for me, it's generally the most sufficient way of doing it. Yeah, it's not always the easiest task, but you do kind of sometimes want to, depending on what genre you're going for, I guess, as to how much of the paper you leave. I'm not overly worried about stripping completely all of it off. That is how I made my the line things that I use on occasion. You guys have seen me use. And what you want to try to do, if you can, is not bend it like I have, like the back side, if you're going to use it for the words. That one will take you a whole lot more time and patience to work with. For the covers, it's not really going to matter as much. As far as the because what we really want is this corrugated part to show through. And all these little pieces here will just add to the decoration for like your covers. And this was like an Amazon box, so it was pretty thick and seemed like it would probably do the best structurally. So that's what we're looking for, is really structurally sound cardboard. And I think I'm gonna start small instead of like it's like this side is kind of really compressed, which I thought in some of this it really made a difference as far as like how it's gonna look when it's down. See how I'm talking about, is see how like this side is really like smushed, but then this side is not. I thought that would give it an interesting look, if you will. Nope, I did the wrong side. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Sometimes you'll get it exactly right, and other times it will be off a little bit. Again, totally okay. And it's really like, pretty much you can use this style for just about any project, really. Yeah, don't be fearful of cardboard, because it really can be like reused in your best friend in these projects. I think one of my most favorite journals I ever made was one that had Grace's dried flowers on the cover. It was more of like a nature type journal. I think that one had some of Shannon at Mixed Media Minnesota's kits she used to do, like the Tim Holtz kits. I guess it wasn't Tim Holtz kits. It was, she just used to do these monthly kits, and I absolutely miss them. I understand why she can't do them anymore, but it was just getting, I think kind of too cost prohibiting, and also just, it was a lot of work because her kits were amazing. So yeah, I mean, if she ever decided to do it again, I definitely on board, because I had gotten several of her kits before she even like sent me one. So yeah, my dragonfly kit, the one that I made my journal out of like 2 summers ago, yeah, or 2 springs ago maybe, or was it last spring? I can't remember. Anyways, Yeah, that one came from one of her kids too. So very pretty stuff. All right, so we're gonna start out with this, and then I was using up scraps and I came up with this. So we're gonna kind of just see size-wise where it's at. And I backed them, so this is like really, really thick. And so, let's see, how wide is this already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 already. So we would have to do very, let's see, let's get our cover out. This will help us immensely in gauging what we can and can't get away with. Okay, so I'm gonna end up cutting some of this down. Like I said, this is just like the long scrap pieces. I think I'm gonna cut this, probably, let's do this. I'm gonna try to make it as straight as possible. Okay, yep, like that. And then we're gonna cut a quarter of an inch off of each side of this, and then we might have some gluing to do. We'll definitely have some re-inking. Okay. Actually, let's do a 1/2 inch on each side, or well, that's a quarter, right? If we need to take a little more. Okay, we need to take a little more on each side. Okay, better. Okay. Like I might need to glue just a little bit down in there. But anyways, I just, all I did really is kind of wove my pieces together, right? And then I just glued them down and made those pieces. One looks pretty good. It's just this little piece here that we need to address. Okay, now I want to do kind of, since this is so light, I kind of want to darken this up. So I'm gonna go for the darkest ones I have here. I was almost wondering what would happen if we added a little bit of purple. We have plenty of cardboard, so I'm not even really that worried about that. So I'm just gonna start throwing down some colors, and we'll just see what we got when it's all said and done. Looking for the turquoise one I have. Maybe, do I have a turquoise one? I thought I did. There's this one, but that's my Versamark. Well, not what I expected to see. Oh, and for a penny and for a pound, right? I was really hoping for like a turquoise color, but yeah, if I have it, I don't know where it is. Okay, and I'm gonna go black on top of that. Blend it down in there. And then coffee or potting soil. That's the one I was looking for. I think I have a dark blue here, and I think it might actually be more of the color we need than that lightish color. Maybe. I don't know if I'm digging it, but we're gonna go with it. I think I'm gonna have to stop and get some more Fabri-Tac. My Walmart generally sells it, so, or they sell the 3-in-1. They go back and forth on which ones they sell. There's a little bit of walnut stain around those white edges. I think he needs to be on this one. Oh, come on, get to the end. I mean, not the end of your glue, but get to the end of the spout. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Ooh, and we're gonna, I think, clip those. Just to give it, give us just a tiny bit of character on the edges. Yeah. Yep, I like it. And then we're gonna, at some point, put a word or saying. Let's just see if I've got any in this one that we think might, How about this one? I kind of like this one. Let's just see how it looks. Put that down there. I like it. I like it. And there's a reason why I'm letting the Fabri-Tac act like a fool at the moment, because it's going to keep spouting over. Okay, and I have a feeling we're going to have to hold this down for a little while. So this is one. I might have to, like I said, I'm a little worried about like all the crinkles and stuff that we put in. So I'm gonna pause the video really quick, and then I'm going to go put a book over the top of this one, and then I'll bring a secondary book that we can put on the top of the next one, because I think we'll only get 2 done in this one. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so that one's drying, and it should, I gave it a few minutes, so it should be pretty much dry to where we can kind of see the results of the next one. So this one, we'll go ahead and do again at 5.5. And I think we're just under 5.5, and we'll just, I'm gonna go ahead and use the cutter on this one again. Or not again, but first time. So, what do we make that one, 5.25? Yeah, about 5.25. So we'll take off a quarter. That much off of this side. That much off of this side, like we did in the last one. And then in the next couple of videos, we'll figure out something else as far as like backgroundy, so they all kind of look a little different, yet still kind of cohesive, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know where this project is taking me in some of these avenues. So again, we'll just have to kind of see where the stuff takes us, right? So yeah. These out. I think I'll put the purple back. I was almost wondering what would happen if we used the lighter purple. Like would it even show up? Or I guess it's a different color purple. In for a penny, in for a pound is what I always say. And now I got to decide on which one, because that one, like which one, that'll decide where I put like the little highlighting brown piece. So maybe here. This guy be up a little bit more. Well, you can't, you absolutely cannot go sideways there, buddy. That's exactly what we're trying to prevent, is people from going sideways. I'm just kidding. I am in kind of a goofy mood today. I had a very nice surprise at church yesterday. One of my soul sisters, if you will, or spirit sisters, came to church, and she hadn't been there for a while, because life's just been kind of handing her a pile of mess too. Actually, I'm gonna glue this down first. So yeah, it was a beautiful surprise, and then we ended up going to dinner together. And it was just amazing to be just in her presence, because I think we all have those friends that just have a way of seeing through all the nonsense to the heart of the matter. And they may never say it, but they see it within you, and they just know what to say and what to do. And for me, she's one of the ones that I have that connection with. So yeah, it was very nice to hang with her for a little while and kind of, I don't know, come to terms with some things was really what I'm meaning to say, but those of you that were with me in January know that it was January was one of the ones that yeah, so hold tight to those friends, right? Yeah, so, and again, we're going to make them just a tad more interesting by nipping some of these ends off. And again, I'm not overly concerned about, like, directionally or whatever. Like, I'm just adding character at this point. And I see a piece I don't quite care for, so we'll get rid of it. Too, I think. Okay. I like it. All right, next roll. I'm liking them so far. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick us up some more glue before we create any more. So, yeah. I just swore that I had another bottle somewhere, but alas, I cannot find it. Trying to do that one-handed. That rarely works, as many of you know. Okay, so I'm going to set this one aside for the piece, or like the drawing, setting it underneath the book. So, but I'll show you what that first one looks like. Boy, try to do all these one-handed. Okay, so yep, he's good and solid on there. So I'm liking that. And again, I just want these really to be as simple as possible because I think they'll be going to men who are struggling. So yeah, I like it. All right, so we got 2 started, and then we'll have a couple more coming in the next few days. So yeah, all right guys, I hope you're all doing well, and we'll just see you in the next video. Bye guys.